Alright, so is Pavel back in his house, or is he, like, around here somewhere? I better check the town just to be sure, so I don't end up leaving and then realizing he was, like, right here. You'll never guess where I got that Mega Man from. Okay, he is here. That's right, he was always here. What? We finally defeated the Emperor, and now we got this Dark Knight to get to? Wait. You're not gonna help me get in? Oh, Sid's here. The cyclone got me in Paloom. My old bones aren't acting as I want them to. I can tell you're walking really slowly. You just watch an old man get in bed. Are you alright, Sid? I'm in this pathetic state now, but my airship's as scratchless as she ever was. Now listen, I'll let you use her until I get better. Got that? Take good care of her. Erg. Did he just fall when he was already in bed? Sid, no, don't! No, Sid! Wow. So much, like, not needed death in this game. Why do you have to die? Couldn't he have just been sick? They really wanted to make this game depressing. F in the chat. He didn't really do anything other than make us pay to go places, but I still loved him. Also, yeah, everyone phases out of existence when they die in this game. I mean, it kind of makes sense. The enemies do. The enemies phase out of existence. Why not? Why not, regular people, too? We finally got the airship. We just gotta go over there now. I guess we could just walk. Alright, let's go get that airship. Stop with the doom. God, that Boney is so cool looking. No! No! The one person that can't die. God, this fight. They ambushed us and just took us to town. You know. I was gonna save in a second. Maybe I should save right now, because apparently the ghouls are out to get me. The ghouls ain't playing around. What is that red dot? Wait, what? What is that? Oh, that's the airship. That's right. It's in Poft. I was thinking it was in Balloon. I can't. Uh-oh. I actually have to go back. Because I can't walk. I can't walk from here. The goal counter is correct. It had to do with said donating in another currency, so Streamlabs did the conversion, sent a fractional number to the API, but the counter wasn't prepared for handling fractions. That makes sense. He did the thing, but it didn't add him, I don't think. Yeah, he did it right. The bot died or something. Math bot doing a sleep. Yeah, it's fine. Gotta walk all the way back. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it in the end. It'll be worth it in the end, because we get an airship, we don't have to worry about the stupid world map anymore. RJP! How's it going? Couldn't do his fractions. Man, that's a mood. Everyone's been there. Fractions are hard. Nice, C-Mark. Yeah, deep nest is big creep. I don't know what we're doing after Final Fantasy today. We have a lot of options. We're very close to finishing Plutonia Experiment. We're 1 trophy away, or 2 trophies away from the Hollow Knight Platinum. We're at the end of Crash 4 as well. And we're getting close to the Castlevania goal. So lots of possibilities. First step is finish Final Fantasy 2 though. If we can. And we're on the last mission in They Are Billions, you're right. Next week's gonna be a hot one, boys. World domination. We could do that also. Take a quick pit stop to dominate the world real fast. I hate this map. Oh god, I have to go all the way around to get the Poft. Because, yeah. Excellent. Final Fantasy 2 is pretty chill. You can just kind of run around and level things up. You know? No fight is a waste of time. That's what's kind of neat. Yo, C-Mark with the $20. Let's get that 8-bit deathmatch. That's right. That's goal number 5. Is a Mega Man 8-bit deathmatch Doom mod. That's gonna be something. Thank you so much, C-Mark. Maybe we could try the Kingdom Hearts Melodies of Memory demo. Maybe. I actually have that game pre-ordered, so I might not play the demo. I might just wait for the game. I don't really like to play demos too much if I know I'm getting the game. But yeah, because we did Heartsathon, I actually went ahead and pre-ordered that game so that we could add that to Heartsathon. So we'll probably be playing that. I don't know how much of it I can play on stream though, because it's a rhythm game, so there might be copyright issues actually. So that one might have to be, we might have to not do that one for Heartsathon, but we'll see. See how it goes. What is this? This is not on the map. What is? What's up, Draco? Was this just where the airship like took off at the beginning of the game or something? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think this is where the Dreadnought took off during like that cutscene. This is nothing. Yo, Solly with the 19 months. Happy Halloween. Actually, yeah, I think Browns is right. I think that might have been where we blew it up, not where it took off. It originally took off by that town. Yeah, I think that's where we blew it up. Yo, Mavic Lee with the $13.49. Specifically a weird number to test the counter. I can refund that if you want. If you were just testing. You guys remember when Ultima was good? Me neither. We're so close. We're so close to finally not having a fight every other step. So close. Come on. We can get there. I believe. You can post anything you draw in the Discord. I love to see people's art skills in the Discord. Maybe if Ultima helps us speak Beaver. Ultima actually wasn't used by the Ancients. It was used by Gus. And it was so powerful that it like destroyed his English and now he can only speak Beaver. And so they locked it away. Yes! Finally! Finally I can go around the map without fights. This day, it has finally come. I'm so happy. Granted, I really have nowhere to go other than the fortress, but hey, we still got it. God, this map is so empty. The emptiest map. Can I land here? Oh, yeah. I think the only game I've ever played that had random battles in, like, on an airship was Wild Arms 3. Wild Arms 3, you could get into fights when you were flying around. They were kind of more rare, though. Like, it wasn't a huge encounter rate. But yeah, that was kind of obnoxious. That was not my favorite part of that game. Sometimes you want to be able to just look at the map without getting into fights every 2 seconds. Did you fight birds? No. This is Wild Arms 3 we're talking about. Yo, Mars with the 2,169 bits. Holy cow. You guys are absolutely on fire today. Thank you so much. Holy cow. You guys are so generous. Thank you. We're only 10K away. Yeah, Wild Arms 3 is Wild Arms 3. So, you fought aliens. Actual aliens. Literally aliens. On top of a giant transformer ancient dragon robot. And no, that's not a joke. Look up Wild Arms 3 Alien Quest and you'll see your party on top of, well, they're actually not on top of the dragon, you just control the dragon in the fight. A giant ancient transformer dragon fighting a literal UFO. Because Wild Arms 3 is the strangest game I've ever played. By far. Think of it, the 317 bits, Bryce. I'm trying to go to the bathroom, but my controller is all tangled with my headphones, so now I just look like an idiot. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back in a second. How's it going, Ray Rafa? How are we doing today? Yo, Kickin', thank you for the 19 months. Welcome back. So where would this fortress be? It's not there. It's not here. It's not... I don't think it's by the Colosseum. Is this it? Found it. Uh-oh. One step and I get into a fight. That's the Final Fantasy II I know. Did you poop? People order our patties. The whole Craig style. One Step Craig should be a band name. One Step Craig. He escaped? What? Okay. Wine that boosts attack and lowers evasion. Do we even ever dodge attacks? Yeah, we can't even, like, leave, so... Big grip. Oh! Floor 1? Oh. Oh, that's a stone golem. Oh, that's even scarier. What would stone be weak against? Well, it's not fire, and you wouldn't think it would be bolt. I guess ice? But he has, like... It looks like he has ice coming off of him. But you wouldn't think bolt would work against stone. It's not ice. I'm gonna laugh when it's freaking bolt. Oh, that's it. Erosion. If there was wind, that'd be good. Well, he died anyways. Everything's always weak against bolt. I wonder if I can escape, like, on floor 1. I can leave. Earth-shaking power. Discard. Can you warp out? That's a good question. Let's try it. Nope. Answer that question. Oh, are you serious? I've never seen a gimmick used so much in a game throughout the entire game than this trap room stuff. Every dungeon in the entire game, from the very beginning to the very end, has these trap rooms. Ultima 5. Still sucks. I got another rune axe. It was worth it. Double Rune Axe power. The characters are just walking through the whole game going, "It's a trap! It's a trap! Everything's a trap!" Wow. Gus is just a mega tank. And by tank, I mean the opposite of tank. He just does a bajillion damage. Yeah, maybe the trap rooms wouldn't be so annoying if the encounter rate wasn't also annoying. Like, I get into 500 encounters just to finally get through a door, and then the door is a nothing room with more encounters. This doesn't feel so great. Oh my god, Gus, you do so much damage! It's insane. I missed the bolt. Did it do any damage? I don't think it did. I don't know what I... like, holy? I don't know. I don't think anything works on this thing. Yeah, a stone golem is just weak against nothing. No, that's not good. Maria cast giant paper. How's it going, Mugen? Excellent. Who designed this castle? Somebody was off their rocker when they designed this castle. Worst architect ever. I want to know who designs sewers in video games. Because sewers are always like 1,000 hallways with nothing in them. And like ladders that lead nowhere. And complete disaster. You would think it would just be like a grid. No, it's always like the most complicated thing ever. Yeah, I like the spell animations a lot in this game. I like how they upgrade, too. Like, as your stuff levels up, the animations get cooler. Actually, I think Final Fantasy VIII had one of the better sewer systems. Because it was like a grid, there were just some doors that were open and some doors that were shut. So, like, that's believable. And then there's like the Final Fantasy XII sewers, where you're like, what was the plan here? Or even the Final Fantasy VII Remake sewers. Like, okay. I'm not sure what the idea was for them. Alright, we'll catch you later, Sed. Good luck with the training. What are you training for? Are you getting a promotion? See, I have all these like damage, all these items that I could be using in the fights, but like I have to equip them to the characters, and I feel like it's just not even worth it at that point. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll equip like, one thing I'd like to do, actually, it's probably not too great for you. I want to give some people some Phoenix Downs in case Maria dies. Maximizes intelligence. Can I use... Can Maria use one of those? We'll find out. Hourglass. Isn't that just haste? Stop. Maximize Gus's intelligence. He can speak to all the creatures. He can talk to ghosts. He can convene with the spirits. He becomes a medium. Gus's ultimate form, the platypus speaker. The duck whisperer. I'm really liking these single Godos fights. They do like nothing and I get a bunch of MP off them. Kablam! Yeah, Xenogears is on the list. Okay, Fallen Emperor, 1. What? Excuse me, what? We just ran into the ghost of Emperor's past? Cast life on him. Ultimate cheese. Get wrecked. Ah! Wait. Cast Cure on him. Ultimate cheese. Nice. I mean, it didn't do that much damage, but... I don't mean like an official list, but just, I have a list in my head of what Let's Plays I'd like to do. Right now, that list is on standby because we gotta do the entirety of Fantathon. But after Fantathon is over, I have a couple games that'll... Oh, yes! Freaking yes! Oh my god. All this time. I've been looking, dreaming. Yeah, I've had like a list in my head of games that people have either asked about a bunch or just games that I personally played a bit of and knew that I wanted to do a Let's Play of it eventually. A lot of people have asked about like Shadow Hearts. A lot of people have asked about Xenogears, and Xenogears is already a game that I wanted to Let's Play because we played a few hours of it a long time ago and I absolutely loved it. So that's always been on the list. And there's some others as well. Another one I get a lot of questions about is Breath of Fire 3. And we played a bit of Breath of Fire, and that was another one that I was like, yeah, I definitely want to do a Let's Play someday. Shadow Hearts is the only one I can think of that like a lot of people have asked about, and I have not even seen. I've only heard a lot about it. Parasite Eve, a lot of people talk about too. And that's another one that I don't know a lot about. I've seen it, I've seen a little bit of it, but I don't know a ton about it. Which could make for a good Let's Play, because I don't have any idea. I'll be going in completely blind. Beyond the Beyond we played when you donated it, obviously. And that's one I want to do too, for sure. That one would be really fun to do because it's not a very easily accessible game, so it's important to me. It's important to me to play games that are not very accessible as a way to kind of capsule them in a way that people can enjoy them without having to hunt them down. So like Beyond the Beyond, Chrono Trigger is not hard to get your hands on, but the original is. So I'm glad we were able to do the original Chrono Trigger. That was really great. And of course all these original Final Fantasy games. Oh, and yes, I did get the ISP issues fixed, thankfully. Yeah, you're never gonna believe this, but it was my ISP the whole time. I know. Can't believe it either. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that I called my ISP and they said, it's not us, and it was them. That's shocking. It must have been a glitch in the system, Quantum, because there's no way they'd ever lie. That's insanity talking. I've been on the internet for some time, and I'm pretty sure ISPs have never lied. That's one thing I know for sure. They have never lied to a single person. How would they lie to their paying customer? And looking back on it... Oh, nice. Ultima went up a level. Looking back on it, it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense that because of the issues we're having in the world right now, there would be a higher volume of people on the internet. And it makes perfect sense that the ISP wouldn't take the extra step to fix that, but also wouldn't tell me that, you know? Like, they would just say, everything's fine on our end, and just hope that I would stick it through long enough to where it would die down and then it would start working again. That makes so much sense. I mean, if I owned an ISP, I'd probably quit, but if I did own one and I didn't quit, I would probably just tell everyone, like, hey, we got higher volumes right now because everyone's at home, so just keep that in mind. But of course, they don't want to say that. They don't want to admit that their system isn't perfect, so... This looks interesting. But yeah, it makes so much sense looking back on it now that they would just say, everything's fine, and just hope that I stuck it out long enough to see everything go back to normal. Oh my god, that animation. Still sucks. With better animation. Thunder Spear. It's another Fallen Emperor. I gotta say, the first time we fought a boss out of a chest, I thought it was incredibly weird. But now I kinda like it. Because every time I open a chest and it says an enemy appeared, I kinda wait for like the music to see if it's boss music or not. And it's kinda cool. Like, it kinda puts me on edge, like, oh, is it gonna be a boss? Is it gonna be a dragon? Then I hear the normal music and I'm like, okay, never mind. Adds a little bit of suspense, knowing that there could just be a boss sitting in a chest. What the? Oh, that's right, you don't get rewards from the chest battles. Because you get the item out of the chest instead. Thanks for the spear, but no one uses spears, so... Oh, look at that skull! Death mask! Alright, we get to see the big Ultima animation now. Oh my god! That's so weird that you can cast it on everyone even if there's only one enemy. And what's weird is you get the animation as if it's hitting everything, but you get the damage as if it's only hitting one thing. So you might as well just always attack everything, so you always get the better animation. Unless you specifically want to target one enemy and there's more than one enemy. Like right now, I want to target that Cockatrice, Dookie. I don't want to be stoned. Please die. Why does everything that looks cool do so little damage? Because magic sucks in this game. Like, I'm sure it's good if you grind for 80 hours or do the trick. But without doing either of those things, it big blows. There's just too much investment, given that all I had to do was attack with Gus all game, and now he's the god. Like, it took no work to make Gus a god. I just hit attack with him every fight for 20 hours, and now he's a god. And does like 2,000 damage every hit. And he's the most tanky member by far. How's it going, GRR? Yes, this is the PS1 version. If you check the Fantathon page, you can see all the versions of all the games we're playing. We're playing all the originals. As original as we can go. At the end of Fantathon, we can have a discussion about which game had the best and worst magic. Final Fantasy II had the worst. I've already decided. And Final Fantasy VII has the best grenades. Meeting adjourned. Yeah, well, I'm trying to level up Ultima because it's the best spell, even though it sucks. And I might as well up like, what else am I going to use? Fire? Because then I can only use fire on things that fire is good on, and flare is just a worse Ultima, so I might as well level it up. Also, it gets cooler animations, so might as well, right? Check out the cool animations. The Wrath of the Ancients grenades. I can't wait. I can't wait to use to do the Final Fantasy VII playthrough and like hype up grenades. Just be like, there's this super secret item that no one knows about that destroys the entire beginning of the game. If you're a beginner, take down notes. This is how you beat the early game. And then just buy grenades. The secret has been revealed. Grenades. I think I'll just go ahead and use an ether. I was gonna wait for something I could osmos, but I have like a ton of elixirs, who cares? Oh. Of course, the first fight I get is the one that I can osmos. Oh, shoot! No, wait! I got played! You can't osmos the Vampirette. I thought you could. Crap. I wasn't paying attention. I played myself. The sauce. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, grenades are completely broken in Final Fantasy VII in the early game. Like, beyond broken. And for whatever reason, like normally when there's a really strong attack item, they're usually pretty expensive, you know. Like they're worth it to get it if you have the money, but they're usually pretty expensive. And later on in the game, some of the damage items are pretty expensive. But for whatever strange reason, grenades are only 80 gil. And so if you buy like 50 grenades at the start of the game, you can just plow through the entire early game for free. And by for free, I mean literally doing the damage of a limit every turn. Because they're that strong. I need to re-equip. And then once you have access to Molotovs, you can do pretty much the same thing. They're a bit weaker, but they're still really good. And they're a bit more expensive. And then there's also an item that you can get from bombs that's also incredibly broken. But see, there I don't count it as broken because you do have to actually steal them. You have to know they're there. You have to steal them. You have to get into a bunch of bomb fights and steal a bunch, and you know what I mean? So it's broken, but you actually have to work for it. Grenades are at like every store, and they're incredibly cheap, and they're incredibly broken. So that's why it's so funny. Like they shouldn't be that strong, given that they're like in every store. Like at least right arms you have to steal. Gareth, stop it. 777.7. Oh, so funny story. Kind of funny story at my own expense. My house. God, a lot of stat boosts. My house is mortgage got sold to a new company. Happens all the time. If you've ever owned a house, it's probably happened several times throughout you owning the house. I've owned 2 houses, and I think my old house's mortgage got sold twice, and this one's already gotten sold once in 3 years. But anyways, my mortgage got sold to a new company, and when the new company bought the mortgage, they said I had a chance to refinance. And whenever your mortgage gets sold, it's always a really good time to refinance, because it's usually to no cost to you, because they're already moving the mortgage over. So the new mortgage company doesn't mind writing up a new mortgage because they can do it under their own terms instead of having to accept the terms of the old mortgage company, right? So I called them and was like, yeah, I'm interested in refinancing. And the guy was like, okay. And we went through all our information. And because I'm self-employed, they have some new rule versus self-employed people where you have to have a credit score of 780 or more for your self-employment to count towards the pre-approval for a new mortgage, which is insane. Like, that's basically like screw anyone that's self-employed, because 780 is an insane credit score. There's no reason why that should be a rule, but it is. But I have a really good credit score because I'm very good with money, and I've worked with multiple accounts for a long time. So I was like, okay, maybe there's a chance, right? So the guy does my credit draw and calls me back, and he's like, you're not going to believe this. I needed my credit score to be 780, and my credit score was 777. And I was like, nice. But also, that sucks. But also, nice. 777. So, you know, it was a bittersweet moment. I was like, that's epic, but also sucks. Unlucky sevens. How tragic. I gotta use a hero drink for the other 3. Coffee is my hero drink. Yeah, no, it's insane. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. I don't know why it's a thing. Pretty much every object I've ever tried to buy, I've been screwed by the fact that I'm self-employed. But that's the worst I've ever seen. When I bought my original house, we had to jump over a lot of hoops because I was self-employed. But it was jumpable hoops. Like, it was stuff that I could do, you know? A 780 or above credit score is insanity. Like, you'd have to be self-employed for 10 years. Or, you know, like I said, the one thing that I don't mind, you know, boasting about, because it's something I'm very proud of, is I'm very, very good with money and accounts. I've had 6 or 7 credit card accounts, like, all the time over 5 years. Or actually more than that. So my credit score is, like, way above what it should be. And I'm still not there. So that's pretty insane. I don't know why they enforce that rule. Yeah, well, we're trying to make it work with just my wife. But if that doesn't work, then I'll probably just have to wait until I get 3 credit score. I'll just go to Vegas, spend a bunch of money. That doesn't help your credit score. But. Yeah, I mean, to give you an idea of how insane that is, I've owned probably 10 credit cards since I was 16. I've owned 2 separate mortgages. I think 4 different car payments. And I've never been late on anything. Never been late on any car payment, any house payment, any loan payment, any credit card payment, or any bill. And I've had some type of bill since I was 18. And I am now 28. So 10 years of all those credit lines not being late on a single one, and my credit score is 777, and they want 780. It's pretty nuts. It's a pretty terrible gateway. They basically just don't want self-employed people to own houses, I guess. You must live in your mother's basement if you want to have your own company. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't claim to know a lot about the economy in general. But I'd have to imagine that pushing self-employed people down isn't great for the economy. Like, self-employed businesses are a big part of, like, that's an important part of the economy, I would have to imagine. Big businesses too, but I always hear stuff about how small businesses are, like, super important for the economy, so I don't see how making it super hard to own stuff as a self-employed person is a good idea. But there's probably more to it. I'm sure there's a reason, it's just, yeah, it sucks. How's it going, Lord? Yeah, credit score is important. I've talked a lot about, you know, I've had several people, because I said, I don't remember when I said it, it was like a couple years ago, I said in a video that, like, if anyone needs help with credit stuff, I'm no expert by any means, but to contact me. And I've had a couple people contact me and be like, hey, I want to get at least some kind of credit score so that I can buy a house in the future or buy a car in the future or whatever. And I've tried to help out as much as I can. Really, the best thing to do is just to get a credit card early when you're like 18 or 19 or 20. Just get like a crappy Walmart credit card and just pay it off. That's the best way to start a credit line. And unfortunately, sometimes, depending on your situation, you might have to have like your parents co-sign the card, which sucks because then it doesn't hit your credit as hard. But if that's the only way you can do it, then just do that until you can get your own and then cancel that one. But yeah, when I was younger, I got a crappy, I don't remember what it was, but I got like a crappy credit card at a company and just bought a little bit of stuff on it and then just paid it off and just did that a few times. And then my credit got big enough where I could get my own credit card from a bank. And then from there, you can just keep building your credit up over the years. Yeah, the reason that like crappy Walmart cards are the best is that you don't need as much background credit to get one. They're a lot easier to get. They don't ask as much. But if you're unlucky, they'll still ask for some kind of credit, and at that point you probably have to have someone that has a credit line co-sign for you, like your parents. Which is not the best way to do it, but sometimes you have to. Sometimes they just want any kind of credit, which is dumb. It's kind of like when you go to get a job and they say you need 3 years of experience, and you're like, but I need a first job first, and everyone's like, but you need experience first. It's kind of like that with credit cards, where it's like you need a credit card to get a credit score, but you need a credit score to get a credit card. Another thing you can try doing, I would look into this a bit more because I've never done it myself, so I'm not 100% on this. But I think you can get small loans without credit score. It depends on, like, because loans look a bit more at, like, your assets rather than your credit score. So you could potentially get a loan and then just pay off the loan, and that could start a credit for you, but I'm not 100% on that. You'd have to look into it. I've never done that before. And that loan could be just a money loan. It could be like a really small car payment or something. Like if you can find a car dealer, because they have those commercials sometimes where they say like, you can get this car and we won't even check your credit. That's the kind of thing you could do. You could get one of those cars that you don't need credit for, and you could just pay the car payment, and that would get you a line of credit. That would get you started. So that would be an option too. I didn't mean to attack with Maria, but... Oh my god, there's so much damage. Yes, you have to make payments on the loan. Like if you were to get a loan and then pay it off, you would get no credit line. You have to make a payment on the loan, which isn't the same for credit cards. For credit cards, you can pay off every month and it counts towards your credit because it stays active. But car loans, if you pay it off, then the line is gone. So it doesn't actually hit your credit. But credit cards, even if you keep it at 0, it'll hit your credit. So you just have to buy stuff on it and then immediately pay it off. I don't think this stuff is any good. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a financial professional, so be sure to check into stuff. Don't just take my word for it. But those are some options if you're sitting here like I have 0 credit and I have to buy a house someday. Or even if you just have 0 credit, you should really look into it because you'll get screwed later. I was very, very fortunate that I had a really good credit because when I went to buy my house with my wife, they were like, "What does your wife do?" And I'm like, "Oh, she's a special ed teacher." And they're like, "Great, what do you do?" And I was like, "I'm self-employed." And they're like, "Looks like you're screwed." So, but then I was like, "But I have a good credit score." And they're like, "We can make this work." So I was very fortunate that I was smart enough to like get a credit score right away. Even though it was a very small one, I just got a crappy credit card and just paid it off. It helped. Because I bought my first house really young. And they were like, we had to jump through some hoops, that's for sure. The cat did run through my keyboard. Okay, I think we're good to go. It is I, Batman. I knew you'd come, Furion. You think you can defeat me? No, please stop this. Why do you have to cross your sword against your friend? Let me ask you one thing. What conquers the world? The answer is power. You didn't give me a chance to answer. I am the Emperor now, and I will not let go of it. Now, move out of my way. That's not good. Leon, I'm surprised to see you on my throne. I have returned from hell with the ultimate power to conquer the world. You, the Emperor? Ha! You do not know that you only deserve to work in the shadows of the real Emperor. What can a ghost do now? The Empire is mine. It's looking like the ghost can do a couple things. You pathetic fool! I'm not interested in the Empire anymore. I shall kill all living souls and destroy this world. You will be joined by the others soon. We must flee this place now. Take my Windrake. Gareth, what are you doing? Gareth, no! Come, I will take you to where you belong. You worthless fool! Rah! Gareth! So much meaningless death in this game. Oh my. Epic. In the end, Gareth didn't suck, after all. Did he just... Did he just overwrite his castle with another castle? That's illegal. Castle 2.0. Firion, what happened? You, the Dark Knight. The boys are back. Tell me, what happened? The Emperor, he has returned. And the Dragoon, he sacrificed himself to save us. Joseph, Mindu, Sid, and now Gareth, they're all dead. I can't take this anymore. But if we stop here, the Emperor will bring more deaths. Leon, let's fight together. Princess Hilda, please allow him to join us. Didn't you want to, like, kill us all and take over the Empire and, like, screw everyone? And now we're just like, let's fight. I will leave the decision up to you. Leon, we'll go together. Okay, Maria. That was easy. He's a good guy now, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Well, it's kind of cool because the boys are back in town, you know? These are the original 4. But, not sure why we just let Leon be Leon. Also, he sucks. Actually, he has a lot of attack. He has a lot of intelligence, too. He has a lot of everything. Look at that mastery. He can use anything. He likes axes the most. I guess we could give him axes. I kind of wanted to give him something different, like spears. Just to be different. He has a flame sword in his right hand and a venom axe in the left hand. What a god. It's pretty epic. Okay, the best is Venom Axe, Venom Axe. The problem is... Well, actually, the Thunder Spear is pretty strong. Can you dual wield spears? Oh my god, you can. That's epic. That's what we're doing. I don't care. Dual wield spears. What a guy. Wait. I can just equip the Windrake? What? I feel like that's not how that's supposed to go. You don't need consent for that? Dude. Who is that Dark Souls boss? The Wind God or whatever? The super difficult boss, like the super boss of Dark Souls 2, I think it was. He was like on a dragon, he had like 2, maybe he only had 1 spear. The Lost King, yeah. Leon is basically the Lost King. We just put him on a Drake with 2 spears. Just like... or Nameless... Was it Nameless King? Nameless King, that's what it was. Yeah. Leon is the Nameless King. Except he has a name. Alright. Let's go rest. Why is the Windrake an item? Can I use it? I'm very curious. What if it's like the Final Fantasy 1 items where you can use it in battle and it doesn't go away and the Drake just comes in like a summon? What if the Windrake is the first summon ever? I guarantee it does nothing at all, but gonna try anyways. Oh my god, it might do something. Wait! Did we just unlock the ultimate power? Ah, Leon, you blow. Blaze 7! Hey, not bad. Better than Ultima. Meanwhile, Gus is just doing 3,000 damage. I can't believe it. You can actually use the Windrake and cast fire. That's amazing. Are there any other items we could use? I think. The Crystal Rod? Sunfire, maybe? The masks? The canoe? Let's use canoe. I'm ready. I've waited my whole life to use a canoe in battle. Okay, it's only the Windrake. Well, that's cool that we figured that out. Because that's the only item you can use. That's cool that I kind of accidentally ran into that. Who needs Ultima when you have Windrake power? Where am I going? I still want to ride him though. Kind of sad I can't ride him. Did I give him? Someone else needs a Phoenix down, just in case. I kind of want to give you this.